Alright gang, welcome back to our survival challenge here on New Frontier. It's April now, 8:54 in the morning to be exact, and we bought some new stuff, and I've spent a ton of money. We've done a lot of stuff actually, so if I'm honest with you. We bought a lot of new stuff, we've upgraded a few things, and we're going to talk through that here as we move along. Now this is a planter. This is one of the larger planters that is a base game planter, and we're going to be utilizing it. Now it does utilize liquid fertilizer, which is kind of cool. Most of the times whenever we get a drill or a planter of any sort, it's all solid. This one utilizes liquid, and we're going to put it to work pretty much immediately here. We also got a brand new cloth here. This is a massive cloth. It's the Xeron, or I'm probably saying that wrong, 5000 anniversary edition. It's got like 500 horsepower. It's fantastic. We have sold our Voltra for this. We also sold our other planter that we had for this as well. I need to get everything set up here. I am just not doing a very good job of backing this up. Let me try this again. Alright, so put some seeds in there. And then a liquid fertilizer. Perfect. Expensive, but that's okay. It's worth it. How's everybody doing today? Hopefully you're all doing well. Now we're going to put corn in the big field here, which is kind of exciting, right? Getting right into this. And while that's unfolding and doing its thing here, a few other things to talk about. I've also got rid of the Vulture, like I mentioned. We got rid of the front loader as well, because we bought a new Manitou M54, which is basically a forklift. It's really nice. We did put dualies on this, even though, you know, I'm not a huge fan of dualies. But we did put dualies on this one. I've got the worker continuing putting the poplar in. I know they're going to be a little bit offset on their timing, but that's okay. Not that big of a deal to me. I had to bring down more poplar because we ran out, and I could actually not buy poplar from our little buying silo, which I guess makes sense. But nonetheless, I couldn't buy it there, so had to go get some more, so we brought it back. And in the process, I figured, why not just get rid of the front loader and actually buy a forklift and utilize that around the farm. So that's what we've done. Made that upgrade there. And the worker's moving along, right? So they're going to continue trying to get the rest of this cleaned up. I did upgrade, or I say upgrade, I did move the width of the planting, because you can see there clear as day right here to the left. The way that it's set up by default leaves a bunch of space, and we really don't want that space. We want the worker to complete all of it if at all possible. So we're going to let the worker continue doing their thing there. And looks like we're ready to go here, so we can go ahead and get started here doing the corn. We are going to utilize the steering assist here. This is exciting, man. We got a nice, massive new drill. This is great. Well, I guess the planter, but you get what I mean. Alright, let's realign here. Try to get ourselves set on the correct line, if at all possible. There we go. Maybe. Possibly. Okay, good. Alright, so we're going to get some corn going in here, which is exciting. And we're going to, run this for a little bit, and then we'll kind of talk about some of the other upgrades we made. So, I had talked recently, I don't think it was the last episode, but maybe the one before that, about potentially upgrading our yard and making it look a little bit cleaner, a little bit neater, straightening out some things a little bit. We have done that. That has been accomplished. We got rid of the other sheds, with the exception of the big open air one. That is still there, but the rest of the sheds have been removed and upgraded to other ones, which we'll talk about and go look at here soon. I did not put any of the equipment away yet, so we still have to do that. But the sheds have been upgraded. We also moved our maintenance shed. Well, we put down a second maintenance shed, I guess I should say. We're going to get rid of the other one. And we're also going to be getting rid of our makeshift temporary house. Because the log cabin is done. It is finally done. So that is very, very exciting to me. So yeah, we'll take a look at that as well. And we'll go from there today, right? So we're going to work on the corn here today. try to finish up the rest of the poplar over there. We'll have to put second application of fertilizer down, at least on some of the stuff that's already been drilled. It might be a situation, this turning radius of this thing is not good. Okay. We're going to have to do a little bit more maneuvering here, just because it is such a wide drill here. That's okay. We'll get used to it soon enough. But we, not the entire poplar field was drilled in the last episode, right? So there is going to be a little bit that's probably not going to have the second application of fertilizer down, more than likely. But that's okay. It's not a big deal. Money's not really a big problem for us right now. Now, I did not do any more removal of trees back there. We said we were going to start working on getting rid of the rest of the trees back there and then make, that rest of that area back there kind of a grass field, because we're going to need some grass here very soon for our animals. I have not done that yet. I'm not sure if we'll do any of it today or not, but we might utilize day 2 here in April to do so. Now, technically in March, we could have been drilling or planting a couple of different items, and it was a bit of a mistake on me, but that's okay. We had other things we wanted to get done, and we spent the time doing it anyway, right? We wanted to start poplar, which we did, among other things. So, not a big deal. We still have today. All of those ones that we could have planted or drilled or seeded in March can also be done in April. So that's what we're kind of doing right now. Yeah, hopefully you're all doing well. This series is getting really exciting for me, because normally, almost always, and most of the time when I'm doing a different challenge series, I don't have the luxury of being able to utilize big, massive equipment like this. So being able to give it a shot and try these out is kind of cool. So it looks like there's 2 headland passes we're going to be doing here, and then we can do the traditional up and downs from there. It's a great little drill here, this. Or planter. I keep calling it a drill, but it's massive, man. Look at that. It's huge. Now, I would assume that we have enough fertilizer, liquid fertilizer, to do this entire field. But if we don't, at least we've got that buying silo that's close to us, so it's not a big deal. Now, this planter can be utilized, I think, by almost every tractor we have, except for maybe one, which is good, right? We'll probably be upgrading one of those other tractors anyway at some point. Speaking of that, I don't know what's in the used market today. There's some tractors, but nothing really for us. I mean, maybe we potentially buy that and upgrade our slurry. I don't know. We don't really need it. So, we've spent a lot of money. We're down to just slightly over $1 million, but again, I'm not that concerned about the money at this point, because really all we're going to be doing moving forward is making either upgrades or buying some productions, and we're going to make a lot of money off these fields when it comes time to harvest them anyway, right? So, it's not a big deal. And we've got all the wood we're going to be chopping up and selling for wood chips. Now, we're not going to get as good amount of money on the wood chips as we did when we saved them for a long, long time, right? To get to, like the $3 million that we got, right? We're not going to get that same kind of money right now, because it's April and it's not as good to sell wood chips, but that's okay. It doesn't really matter to me. We will be fine anyway. The turning radius here is pretty brutal. But I think we can still get around it as long as we, wait to make our big turn there. I missed a little bit. We'll have to come back and touch that up. No big deal. Okay, so I'm going to put this on a worker for a brief period here. Alright, the worker's going. I don't know which way they're going to go here. I guess they're just resetting, but they're on their way. Okay, so good. Alright, so while that's happening, let's talk about the new area here that we need to move some things back into, clearly. So I got rid of all those sheds. I put down 3 identical sheds. They are almost perfectly placed apart from each other. I couldn't There's a slight difference, I think, between this one and this one, but not by much. But yeah, we're going to roll these 3 here, which I really, really like. We've got to open them all up and put everything back in there, which has yet to be done, but we are going to do that soon enough. I also put this down, which basically gives us a little bit better advice on the weather incoming. So we put that down. We cleaned this area up a little bit. We might put some more trees in this area as well. And then we moved, well, we haven't fully moved it yet, but we placed a new workshop here next to our track to go to that field over there. And what we're going to do now is get rid of both of these here. We don't need them anymore. There's really no point for us to have them. As I mentioned, the log cabin is done, so we are going to get rid of these. And we already have a new one, a new area for that, so we'll get rid of that. I'm not sure what we're going to do with this area yet. We'll think of something, don't you worry. But we'll see what happens when that time comes. Now, what this has done is basically cleaned up this section. This section still looks a little awkward, I think, and I took the road here, or the yard here, out a little bit further. We'll clean that up a little bit more as well. We might end up moving this and then maybe making this more of a squared off section this way. I don't know yet, but we'll figure something out. Don't worry. So that's good. That's all set, ready to go. We just got to move all this stuff into there, which we will do a little bit later on today. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the rollers. The rollers constantly move, so even if I was to put them in here in our big open air shed, they're going to move and push into everything else, and that's not really what we want. So not sure what to do about those. I do know other individuals who do videos are also having the same issues with these rollers, so I guess it is what it is. We're just going to have to deal with it. Maybe we put them up against like a tree line. Maybe we put them up, maybe we put them back here behind this. I don't know. We'll figure something out for them later on. Now, we've got all of these sugar cube things here to move. We're going to move all of those over into our production over here today. We did have a spawn of something here. I believe it was buffalo milk, I think is what we're making. We're going to clean this area up today as well, more than likely. Probably. And we've got these here, which I'm not sure when it's best to sell these, but we don't need them anymore, so we can sell those. And then finally, let's go ahead and just jump up there. Well, quick autosave, and then we'll jump up there. And finally, we have our log cabin, which is now fully complete. Pretty exciting, man. I love it. I love it. It looks great. I remember there was a tiny bit of floating here. We've kind of fixed that by putting some long grass in here. So you don't know, right? But, yeah, it's a nice little log cabin, man. We finally got it done. We are able to go into the log cabin, if I can hit the button. It's pretty nice, man. I would love to have this house in real life, right? That'd be pretty cool. Kind of a crazy bathtub, but, you know, kind of a crazy loo there, but, you know, still pretty cool right here. This would be awesome to have this in this land and overlooking that little pond with the stream. It's like a dream goal. It ain't ever going to happen for me, but it's like a dream goal. Be pretty cool. So there you go. We're going to do some more stuff around the house. It's not going to be anything that's like major. Like, we're not going to make a whole video about it, but we're going to add some other minor small things here and there, which we'll do as we move along. We've got these pallets we can also sell, which we will utilize the new forklift to do. But it worked out well. This tree's slightly clipping through there, and I think that was the problem. I wanted to have the tree close to the house, and it's slightly clipping through the top up there, but we'll gloss over it. It's not a big deal, right? So that's what I've done off camera. There is still a lot more work to be done. That was the final major thing that we wanted to accomplish for this series, but do not worry, the series is not ending anytime soon. We've got a little ways to go still. I'd ideally like to finish what we started, and what I mean by that is extend all of this area, so get rid of all these trees and extend this area out this way. Maybe even buy 1 or 2 more plots, or field plots, whatever you want to call them, these farmlands. Maybe 1 or 2 more. I'm not saying those 2 specific ones, but maybe 1 or 2 more before we move on and say that we are done with this series. So we've got a ways to go still, so do not worry. I've got some more ideas and thoughts that I want to do. Some of the things I want to try that I've never done because of the amount of money that we're making here. So we will see. As far as the animals go, I think they're going to be okay for a little bit longer. They're good on the sheep. Excuse me, the sheep are good. We're good here as well, but we are starting to run out. As you can tell, there's 10,000 liters of mixed ration. So we are starting to get to a point where that has got to start to become more of an important thing for us to do. Not sure when we will get that grass field done over there, but we can always mow what we do have around here, among some other things as well, right? So, let's jump back into... Workers still going here. It's going to take them a long time to get this done. Let's jump back into here. We'll take over for the worker. We'll finish this up. Well, let me know what you thought. Hit the like button if you're enjoying it. If you liked what I did there, let me know. I'm interested to hear what your thoughts are. Oh, no. Okay, there we go. Yep, so let me know your thoughts on what we've done here. Now, this field over here also can have something drilled in it. The smaller, skinnier field, I guess is how I'll put it. So we're doing corn for now. I think we're going to do oat, I think, over there. Maybe sunflowers. We might do sunflowers, but I'm kind of leaning towards oat. We've got barley in 2 fields. We've got canola in the other 2. Whoop! Too far. Yeah, I think we'll put oat over there. Now, we might potentially upgrade that drill as well. I don't know. I'm not necessarily sure that we need to. I think it should be sufficiently large enough for the size. We just needed a big planter or seeder for this field specifically. I wanted to make the upgrade just based off of how large this field is, right? That field's a lot smaller, so it would only take, 3 passes probably, maybe 4 with this one. But we'll figure that out as we move to that, which we're getting ready to do here in just a second. Just going to touch up that little portion I missed there. All right, we can go ahead and start folding this up. Then we can go put this away. All right, it fits in there like a glove, man, like a glove. So let's go ahead and try to clean up this area a little bit here, huh? I don't know how long this is going to take to do, but let's try to make this look a little bit better. I'm going to leave the plow outside for now, I think. If I can actually hook up to the plow. Here we go. So let's try to clean this area up a little bit. See what we can do as far as making this look a little bit better, huh? All right, so that's all done, cleaned up. It looks a lot better over there, a lot better. I did move the roller a little bit. I'm not sure if that's going to help or not, but I did move the roller nonetheless. And we're going to start moving some of these pallets around that we need to do. So as far as those go, I think clothes are best to sell right now. They are best to sell right now. I know you can't hardly see it right now, but they are. It's now and in May, and they're going up, so we might hold off a little bit. Not that we really, again, are worried about the money per se. When are those prefab walls ready to be sold? Not until August. However, the sell everything container right now is 15.16, and it is dropping. And the best average price in August is 15.51. I think we're just going to sell them now. It'll clean this area up. It'll make it look a lot better. So we're just going to go ahead and get rid of these now. And it allows us to utilize, or you at least you to see us utilize our brand new pallet fork. I don't know if I can stack these on here or not. We're going to try it. We're going to see if it'll work. It looks like we're going to be able to do it. This thing is so nice, man. It's so easy to utilize this thing. Can I do another one? Looks like I could, but I'm going to have to drop these back down and grab the other guy. And this thing is so convenient. Being able to pick up, you know, the many pallets as we're actually picking up right now is insane. And obviously you can tell we've got some wood chip pallets back there as well. Now, I do believe we have that sawmill on everything's on selling right now. Now that we have this, it might be beneficial for us to not put everything on selling. Although that does go against and comprehend what I just was talking about. Actually, you know what? I don't think we're going to be able to. We cannot. Okay, well, I'll have to make 2 trips then, so I might as well just go ahead and sell this right now. So let's go do that. I think what we're going to do over here in the yard is we're going to continue to work on that. We might, even though I said we're going to work on this a little bit, we'll have to see where we are as far as the time goes of the episode. We might have to hold off on that one until April day 2. But I think I'm kind of seeing or having a vision, I guess, for what we're going to do over here in the yard area on the other side, where we remove some of the things we did have. I think. Don't hold me to it, but I think I've got an idea of what we're going to be doing there. Perfect. 15,000 off that. That's insane. That's a good amount of money. That's a really good amount of money. So we're going to get 100 grand here out of those. Well, pretty much $75,000, right? I'll take that all day. Well, as it turns out, we did not have enough in here for the sugarcane. I thought we were going to, but we didn't. But we went ahead and got everything taken care of there as far as the pallets go. Might need to move a few more things around today, like maybe some of the wool and stuff, but the main stuff we wanted to get taken care of has been accomplished, so that's good. Let's go fill this thing up with some more sugarcane here. Now, I'm probably not going to fill it up to max, since I now know that once we have it planted once, we do not need to plant it again. That's a really nice thing, but whoa, there's a bit of a curb there sticking out. I forgot about that. So that's good. We'll try to fill up some of this, but not all of it, if at all possible. Nope, not the diesel. Nope. Seeds, maybe? Maybe? Possibly? That'll work. That should be enough. If it's not, well, I guess I have to come back another time, but that should be, in theory, enough. Things are starting to look a lot better around the yard, around the whole farm in general, right? We're trying to spend a little bit more effort on making things look neater, cleaner, nicer. I think we are accomplishing that goal. Slowly, but we are accomplishing that goal. And that's kind of what I want to do for the rest of the series here, is I want to continue to expand slowly, like I said, a little bit more, maybe another farmland piece, maybe two. But I do want to try to pretty up what we do own already a little bit better as well. So that's kind of our goal here. Obviously, I did start having the worker doing the sugarcane here, and we're going to have the worker continue to do that now. And we are going to... I have this tractor here because I think what I'm going to do is make a bit of an upgrade to our mowing situation. We're not mowing right now, but soon enough we are going to. So I think between now and the next episode I will make some kind of an upgrade. So for now I'm leaving that sit right there on the understanding and the cases that I'm more than likely I'm going to be upgrading our mowing setup to something a little bit different. So that's staying there for now. So what we can do then is work on planting the oat field over there. Now, this drill itself, let's go look at it. It has a width of 6 meters. Ideally, I'm thinking of maybe potentially upgrading that since we have the money to do so now. Why not? I'm going way too far. Why not do it? I mean, we have plenty of money, right? We've got plenty of money. We really want something that can drill directly. So what we have here is 6 meters. This is 8 meters. It's not a huge increase. This is 9 meters. So, like, that's probably the one we want to go with, right? 415 horsepower is a lot of horsepower, though. Excuse me, gang. Flotation tracks. We've got a couple of tractors that could do that, but not many. We would need to make an upgrade on the tractor, I think. Because this one's 530. The newest one we got is 530. This is 374. That wouldn't be enough. 517, that's another new one. No, it's a used one. A new used one we got, which would have enough. We need to service it, too, pretty quickly here. And then we have this one down here, wherever it is. The New Holland, which is 302. Not enough either. But I believe the New Holland, we've got skinny tires on it, right? And I kind of want to keep this one for the off chance that we need to do any kind of spraying or anything, fertilizing, whatever it may be, when something has moved along longer, where we would actually damage the crop, right? Where we would want to put the skinny tires on it so we don't damage the crop. So I think based on all those statements, okay, I don't know what the worker's doing here, but I mean, they almost finished it all up. I guess we can try to clean up the rest of it. There's actually not much left. We'll work on that here in a minute. But I think based off of everything I'm just saying to you, let's go sell all of this right now. We're going to sell the case, even though I like this case. We're going to sell it. We're going to sell the mowers. We'll deal with the mower upgrade in the next episode. But let's go sell the mowers. Let's go sell this case, and let's upgrade to a newer tractor, and we can buy a new seeder. And we can sell that seeder in the next episode as well. Yeah, let's go for it. Let's go for it. I should have serviced this back at our area. We just moved our service station over. I didn't. Although we don't really need a whole lot of service on any of this. This is probably the only one that we could have saved a couple $100 on. But that's all right. We're going to repaint everything. We're going to try to get the full amount of money out of all this. All right, up to 1.5 million. That's plenty of money. Plenty. All right, so we want to buy the seeder here. So let's go ahead and buy this Novak or Novag. Vag? I don't know how you would pronounce this. The T-Force plus 950. That's what we're going to call it. Okay. Boy. Additional weight. I mean, I might as well put the weight on there, right? It's going to help. Might as well put it. Okay, so that's done. That took up almost 400, really. All right, we want another large tractor. So we purchased this one, which is a mod I installed, the Zerion 5000. Love that. I don't really want these. I'm not great at the ones where they... what's the word I'm looking for? Articulation. I'm not great at those. For whatever reason, they're just not... it's not my thing. I'm really bad at it, actually. It's not even... I'm not good at it. It's just I'm really bad at it. Okay, so we've got this Fint, I think, is the one we have. I think. Yeah, that's the Fint we have. Or it's this one. I don't know which one. One of those two. We've got this Kloss. I'm kind of leaning towards this guy right here, the John Deere. Although we did sell a case, so I guess we could go the case. Isn't that what we just had? That might have been what we just had. Let's go with the John Deere. I like a good John Deere. Oh, wait a minute. That's an articulation, isn't it? That's an articulation one, I think. Never mind. I don't want articulation. I don't like that. 435. How much was the, how much, I should have kept that in my head. I already forgot. How much was this? It needs 415. So that would work. That would work. And since we have some that are already massive, bigger than this one, maybe we stick with the That is not an articulation one. We should do this with the tracks. I like the tracks. I used this in the Ohio Richland series in FS22, and I loved it. We should do this one. 458, that's good. That's what we want. The US ones are super skinny. Dang. I'm kind of leaning towards the big ones from the EU. Why are the US ones so skinny and so far out? Weird. All right, we're going to go with the John Deere here. I like it. $511,000. That's a lot of money, man. This is by far the most upgrades, equipment, whatever you want to call it. This is by far the most I've ever spent. I mean, it's not even in the same ballpark. We're down to a little over $500,000 now. A couple episodes we had $3 million. Oh, tank's empty. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, let's just fill that up, and the worker can continue on trying to clean up some of this, and we'll try to clean up more later, I guess. Might need more poplar. I don't know. I kind of want this to be a really, really full field here. All right, they're going. That's good. They're out of sugarcane again? No way. There's just that small amount left. Oh man. Okay, well, we'll get it. We'll get that sorted out when we get back there. Let's go ahead and get this back to the farm. We'll get it loaded up with some seed and some fertilizer, and we'll go ahead and get started on that other field, because that's the other thing I wanted to accomplish today. We might have to hold off on sprucing up and cleaning up everything else. based off of what I'm seeing as far as the OBS time of the episode here. So that's okay, though. We've got multiple days for a reason, right? And we're really heavily utilizing those multiple days now that we've become such a large entity here, right? All right, how's this look inside here? It looks pretty good. Got an extra seat there and everything. Lots of windows, which I really like. I like having a lot of being able to view a lot of the surroundings, having the peripheral. I like that a lot. This is nice. This is really nice. Yeah, this will be perfect for that size field. This will be perfect. Good. All right, I'm going to fill this up with some seed, some fertilizer. We'll go ahead and get started on that field. Before we do all of that, though, I'm going to go ahead and try to fix the sugarcane worker. He needs a small amount of seeds, so I should have just bought a little bit more than I was expecting to buy. I would have been better off, but it is what it is. What are you going to do, right? Okay, perfect. So I'm going to get this out of the way. Let's go grab the new cloths. Bring it back over here for some more seeds. And he's getting stuck. Go figure. Alright, well, we're just going to have to do that ourselves, I think. I don't think there's any way around it. There's just a tiny, tiny bit left here, too. I'm going to have to knock down a few more of those trees over there by that poplar just so we don't run into that issue anymore. It's an exciting day, man. This is an exciting day. So many upgrades. So many upgrades. The yard looks so much better. We're going to continue that progress. We're just trying to take little sections at a time in every episode, trying to make some upgrades to it, and we made a lot off camera before we even started this one, right? So that is plenty. It better be. All right, that field's done, gang. We've got some poplars still to try to deal with here. I'm not sure how much more we're actually going to be able to try to clean this up. It's taking an absolute eternity. We're going to keep trying to see if we can add some more in here, though, if at all possible. It would be beneficial to make sure we have this whole thing filled to the max. And then we need to put a second application of fertilizer down here. It was a long time lapse. We've had a lot of time lapse in this episode, more than I normally would do, but we had to get a lot of things done, right? A lot of things accomplished, so it was worth it. I think I'm killing some of it with my tires here, actually, now that I'm seeing this, but let me see. Is there anything else that maybe we should consider doing again? I guess right here. Yeah, I think I'm killing some of my tires now that I'm seeing this. I'm wondering if maybe I should be utilizing the tractor with the smaller tires. Well, we're just going to have to say that's good enough for now. We can try to touch it up, I guess, the next time they start growing, right? I think that's what I'm going to do. Whether that's the right thing to do or the wrong thing to do, that's what we're going to do here. Now I have the other drill already unloaded and over here on the side prepped and ready to go up there to the shop to sell it. I probably should service it though, now that I say that. So I'll probably turn it around and service it. I don't know where I'm going to put this at. Really, I mean, that sugarcane drill, I guess we don't really need that anymore. Let's put it in here for now. I don't necessarily know if we're going to need this anymore either. After we have fully solidified it, probably the next time we plant it or drill it or whatever you would want to call that. Okay, let's repair it. Perfect. Jump in there. There we go. Alright, so let's grab the fertilizer spreader here. We'll clean that up real quick. And I think what I'm going to end up doing, I talked about it kind of at the beginning of the episode, is that we were going to start working on cleaning some of this stuff up. We're going to do that, as I mentioned, but I think we're going to save it for day 2 in April here. We're going to be utilizing both days moving forward for a little while here, just because we're going to have a lot of stuff to do. We've got a lot of, well, we don't have as much money as we did, but we've still got a lot of money and a lot of upgrades and things we want to change and move around now that we have the money to play with, and we kind of know a little bit better of how we want things set up. More than likely this sell point is going to move, or maybe even go away. I might utilize a different sell point, I don't know yet. But one way or another, that's probably going to move to try to solidify that a little bit. We've got to clean this area up here, which is on my list, and it's moving higher up my list. Right now it's still probably in the middle of the list somewhere. As I've mentioned, I have a basic idea of what I want to accomplish every episode, but I don't really plan it out, more or less. I just say, this is the list of things, and this is the priority that I want these things done in. And if we have the time to get all of it done, great. If we don't, then we just kind of move along, right? And while those are nice things to do, obviously the actual drilling, seeding, planting, whatever, that takes precedent over everything else, right? Because we've got a limited period of time when we can actually plant, seed, drill, and harvest, all that. So we have to be very much cognizant of that. Whereas just sprucing things up and making it look better and moving things around, that can happen at any point, right? Okay, that's all done. And I believe, gang, we are done with this episode. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider smashing the like button for me. Subscribe if you're new. You want to become a member, get access to videos like this one early, among other perks, like a members-only series. There's a link down to the description below. Thanks to my 15 members that I currently have. You guys are amazing. Cannot thank you guys enough for your support. Discord links down below if you want to join that. All the good stuff you need is all down below. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one.